The Tale of the Infinite Ladder. Once upon a time, in a universe vast and mysterious, there existed a ladder. This was no ordinary ladder. It extended infinitely in both directions. Every rung of the ladder represented a layer of reality, from the tiniest speck of quantum particles to the grandest structures of galaxies and beyond. At the center of this infinite ladder, humans stood, thinkers capable of exploring and imagining both the microscopic and the macroscopic. They were like travelers looking up and down the ladder, wondering if there was a limit to the world they could understand. One curious thinker, let's call him Albert, began to question what bound these layers together. If we can always divide something into smaller parts, Albert thought, and always combine things into larger wholes, then perhaps the universe itself operates on a principle of infinite size. The bridge of distinction and anti-distinction, that of which all its parts cannot be observed. Proof 1. Even an infinite representation wouldn't be anti-distinction, because representation is distinction. Proof 2. There are no distinct boundaries in anti-distinction. Therefore, reality is infinite. Albert discovered that at every step on this ladder, there was something unique, a distinction. A distinction is what defines something, a thought, an object, or a concept. Without distinctions, there is no separation, no structure, no understanding. But as Albert pondered further, he realized there was something beyond distinctions, something that united the ladder as a whole. He called this anti-distinction. Anti-distinction is the idea that reality, in its entirety, is not divided. While distinctions let us see and think about the world, anti-distinction represents the ultimate unity, the fact that reality is one. Linguistically, it's defined as that of which all is parts. This concept was profound, for it explained why we can never fully represent reality. Any representation we make is a distinction, but reality itself as one whole is beyond representation. Albert then realized something extraordinary. If the universe is built on the opposition of distinction and anti-distinction, it must also mean that 1. Space is infinite. Since we can always distinguish smaller parts or look at larger scales, there is no end to the ladder. 2. Time and size are infinite. The ladder stretches not only through space, but also through scales of existence, from the tiniest quantum fluctuations to the largest cosmic phenomena. This explained why humans always feel like they are in the middle, caught between the incomprehensibly small and the overwhelmingly vast. The realm of thinkers and thoughts. The realm of mind, or ROM, is the distinction realm, the realm in which we always operate. Even if we think about anti-distinction, it's still realm of mind dealing with realm of mind. ROM roaming ROM. Albert imagined that humans, as thinkers, were on the side of distinction. They used thoughts to carve reality into understandable pieces. Yet every thought was just a branch on the infinite tree of knowledge. The tree grew ever larger, but no matter how much they explored, the anti-distinction, reality's true undivided nature, remained beyond reach. Still, this didn't discourage Albert. Instead, it inspired him. He saw that understanding the ladder of Sizerange was not about reaching an endpoint, but about expanding the journey. By climbing up and down the ladder, thinkers could explore the universe's infinite beauty and share their discoveries with others. The lesson of the Sizerange theorem. In the end, the Sizerange theorem teaches us that reality is a dance between distinction and anti-distinction, between the finite and the infinite. It shows us that while our minds may never fully grasp the whole, we can always climb higher, delve deeper, and find new ways to connect with the vast cosmos around us. And so Albert shared his story with others, inviting them to join him on the infinite ladder, exploring the scales of existence and understanding their place in the grand tapestry of reality. More on sizerange.com or antidistinction.com or energymasspacetime.com.